What is going on here? Why are the UFOs so interested in this area? Why are the people of this area constantly harassed by extraterrestrial beings? Why is it forbidden for ordinary people to enter the area? It can be believed that the area has inhabitants who have been living here since 10,000 years ago. They set foot on Earth at the same time as early human civilizations, but are not humans. There are many places in the world that for various reasons, either completely or most of it is forbidden for normal people to enter. Manwith Hill is a Royal Air Force base in the United Kingdom. Vatican City's Secret Archives. Global Seed Warehouse in Norway. These are just some of the places most people can't visit. But one of the most controversial places where no one can enter is Area 51. In this video, in a different way than you've ever heard about the area, we explain why you can't visit Area 51 and what is behind the census stories that are told about Area 51. Despite the reputation that Area 51 had, until 2013, the CIA had not officially confirmed its happenings. Until 2013, even the existence of such a zone was disputed, and many said that Area 51 didn't exist at all, and this was a conspiracy theory. The first strange thing is his name, Area 51. The reason for the name is unclear, but the CIA doesn't call it Area 51. Among American government agencies, the area is known as the site of the Southern Nevada or Home Airport. One theory states that Area 51 was named by the Atomic Energy Commission, but this claim has not been confirmed. There are other aliases, but Area 51 began operating around 1954 as a secret base. At the time, the Cold War was going on between the United States and the Soviets. The US needed a remote location to test its spy and stealth aircraft. One of these aircraft was the Lockheed U-2 Strategic Reconnaissance aircraft, considered a design masterpiece at the time. Area 51 was really nowhere. It was surrounded by mountains. It was desert in the middle. Spies and visitors and locals or even tourists roaming the desert couldn't easily find it. The important thing was its smooth terrain, which made it ideal for building runways. It was generally the best place for pilots and secret government employees. At the same time, local people saw various aircraft, most of which were also advanced. People didn't know that the planes taking off and landing in an area were military, because it didn't look like the planes they knew, and there was no reason at all for a plane to land in the middle of the desert. People thought alien creatures came there. They guessed that these were aliens, planes, or some kind of UFO. In the late 20th century, a man named Robert Scott Lazar, now known as Bob Lazar, claimed to have been working in Area 51 in the 1980s, reverse engineering in a real alien technology. His claims shook the world. We will talk about what he has seen in the area. I'm sure you will be surprised to hear that. One of the main reasons people approve of the stories of people like Bob Lazar is because of the excessive secrecy. Up to several kilometers, no one is allowed to film. No one can roam there. A security pass is required to enter the burrows, closets to the area. Even military aircraft are banned in the area. There are no cameras in Area 51. All roads leading into Logic 51 are blocked, and this plane is always under observation. Employees in Area 51 can get in easily either. They are not allowed to travel to work in their own cars and arrived at the base via a fleet of passenger jets known as Janet Airlines. But there are also people who are not government but have claimed that the government paid them to use their expertise in Area 51. In different years, various claims of these people were circulated, which seemed to be the theory of the toad. What is strange is that some of these people say that the government silenced locals who saw UFO or other strange objects and took pictures of them with money. It also threatened people who filmed or recorded audio from that area. But most of the stories of UFO sightings date back to the Cold War. After the secret establishment of Area 51, the United States conducted extensive pilot training and testing of its advanced aircraft in the area. But in order not to disclose its operations, the planes were flown at low altitude to be tested. Some of the planes that the United States built had prototype status and were not even finalized. These aircraft had a variety of shapes. Even some of these planes were so new that they really looked like spaceships. People in the area who saw the planes were suspicious because they had no idea that the government and military were stationed in the area. Little by little, people were approaching Area 51. They saw suspicious military activity and made up stories for them. One of these stories was about half-human, half-extraterrestrial beings. People said the government was testing extraterrestrials and trying to manipulate their genes to create military extraterrestrials. These stories spread among the public until it became pervasive everywhere. The next topic is reverse engineering. After World War II, when the United States recruited German scientists, it imported German technologies in abundance. The US tried to reverse engineer these technologies back into the military cycle. Various tests were also conducted in this area. These experiments led some to think that now that the military is reverse engineering, they will add stories to the military's work with a grain of imagination. One of them is a guy named Bob Lazar, who said he worked in Area 51 and reverse engineered alien spaceships flying with anti-gravity technology. Before you hear Bob Lazar's bizarre and scary claims, I want you to like and comment if you enjoyed the video so far and subscribe to our channel and don't miss our other videos. Back to Mr. Bob Lazar. Bob Lazar was a car engineer employed in the area. He has said in an interview, "They looked me in front of UFO and said figure out the engineering of making this UFO. How is this UFO made and what it works with? Of course, I didn't see any aliens up there, but the evidence from the UFOs showed me proof that these aliens have been on Earth since 10,000 years ago, and that these UFOs are ancient and belong to 10,000 years ago. I learned that the fuel of these daffodils was element 115 of the periodic table, or Moscovium." After Lazar spread this information, he was severely threatened by the military. It is not clear how true these stories can be. Whether or not the claims of people like Bob Lazar are true is not really known. After the Cold War era and the mid-1990s, several employees died in the region of 51. Until then, most pilots died from air accidents, but the reason for the employees' death in Area 51 remained secret forever. Until we got to the last few years. 2019, there was an attack on Area 51, but the attack was from the people. In fact, people invaded Area 51 because they wanted to find extraterrestrial habitats. On September 20, 2019, the periphery of the Area 51 facility was attacked. Many wanted Area 51 to end its work as a secret base. Overall, Area 51 has experienced a lot of strange happenings, but nothing has happened there other than secret US Air Force missions, and that is the only reason it is kept secret and people don't get there. Not only the United States, but no country allows people to enter its most sensitive military bases. Area 51, although the subject of many fictional stories, is nothing more than a military base in a desert area. If you have information about Area 51, write in the comments.